Hello folks, welcome back to another video. This is Chef Dino. You're watching my channel Dino Valbone, where I make yummy recipes. Also try to give good tips uh, about little tips and tricks I know. Today's focus, today's vegetable we're going to use is celery. Celery is really good for you. If you're suffering from upset stomach, it's really good for your digestive system, especially the colon. So if you have like a colitis or you're constipated or other bowel issues, fantastic for your health. Either you eat it raw or cooked. Today what I want to talk about though is how I propagate celery from celery that I buy. You can do this from celery you buy from your supermarket. This I get from our neighbor here. We're fortunate that our neighbor farms and he provides us, he has a little farmer's market going every Sunday morning, and he provides us with celery and other vegetables, of course. So the way I do that, what I have here is I have celery that I'm propagating from what I bought before at different stages of growth. And I'm going to show you what I do and what all of this means. So basically I have the celery here. The part we're interested in is this part. Sometimes, they'll be cut too close. You want to see the pulp there. As long as you see that, you should be fine. You might think that this is not going to grow, but I promise you, I'll show you in a bit that you're going to get a whole new plant out of this, and it's grow roots from there. So basically all I do is just take it and pick a distance where, I'm not going to use. So let's say I'm going to use my celery stalk right there, and I just cut it straight down. All right. We're going to put this away. We're going to wash and clean this and put it in the fridge. And actually, I have a recipe that I'm going to be posting a video on. It's a recipe to make a beef stew with celery, and it's delicious and it's very healthy. So if you haven't subscribe to my channel, so once I put that video out, it'll remind you that it's out there and you can watch it at your convenience. Anyway, so here we got this. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of toothpicks. Here's another little trick. If you use a pretty inexpensive plastic salt and pepper shaker, you put your toothpicks in there, and it becomes an awesome dispenser. So, all right, what I do is I just take 3 of my toothpicks and I put it in a triangular kind of angulation here. So now what we have is this. I'm going to grab another jar, just like one of these, put water in it, and then suspend this. And the purpose of the toothpicks is just to keep it from dropping into the water fully, which this one has done. If you get a close-up of that, you can see the roots that are growing. You can see all the green, and this is just in plain water. There is nothing else in there. So this is our oldest, and then, the more leaves it has, the older it is. So here we go. This is going to be my 6th one. I'm going to take this out and transplant them, the ones that have roots. This one doesn't yet. This one doesn't yet, but the other 3 do, or the other 2, these 2. So I'll meet you out in my greenhouse, and we'll go from there. So here we are in my greenhouse. As you can see, there isn't much planted because I just cleaned out the last season's shrubbery and dried out plants, and I'm ready for the new season. I have some green onions here. You can do the same thing we're doing with the celery with the green onions, and this is what they are. If you pull this out, there is an onion root there that you can use for cooking. I let this grow and get fat. I cut them in little cubes and I use them on kebab skewers. That's really good. So there's a lot of good things that come out of something that people throw away when they use a green onion. All you have to do is put the butt end with the roots in the dirt. I have some parsley and cilantro here. Now we're going to focus over here. This is where I want to place my celery. So as you can see, I have nice fertile soil here. Nice and moist. So this is my oldest. There you go. Put this over here. I'm gonna take the toothpicks out. These things get rotted. All right, so I'm gonna go down here, spread out the roots. Voila. In a few weeks, we're gonna have a celery plant to pick. And I grow this as I buy the celery once a week. So kind of my plants are all a week behind in growth from one another. So this is just regular pickle jar or any glass jar. You can even use aluminum cans to propagate this. Just want to make sure the roots, when you're planting plants, don't squash the roots. Let them kind of hang and add the dirt around it. That'll prevent damage from planting. Also, it'll guide the roots to go straight down. There you go. Okay, periodically we'll check back. I'll even show this the progress in my other cooking videos, especially when we go to make the celery stew, beef stew. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. I hope this has been a good educational video and recycling things and being self-sufficient in some ways. I'll meet you back inside. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the piece that I just caught, and then we'll go from there. One thing I just wanted to mention here is that if you don't have a greenhouse, you can plant this in any planter box or pot, or and you can even keep them, if you have a sunroom, you can keep them in the sunroom. You don't have to have them like me in a big old greenhouse. So that's something you can do. All right, so we're going to end this video with the last part here. I'm going to show you what I do. So this is the piece that we caught. So now we want to make sure that this fits into our jar. Okay, so right now you can see that it's a little bit bigger. So that's no problem. You can't really damage this. That's all I do. Don't damage this part because this is where roots, right in here, this is where the roots are going to start growing. So I just pull a few sections off here. Okay, now that looks pretty good to me. Now, if you angle it this way, your toothpick is going to drop further. If you put it more straight, it's going to drop less. So you have to judge where your water level is. This I'm comfortable. Don't rely on just leaving it like that because this will shrink and it'll drop. So always use a toothpick or two or three. Okay, now this is bulletproof. All you have to do is add water. Oops. Water there. Remember, leave some room for the root there. There you go. Perfect. So we're just covering that pulp. In about a week's time, you're going to see beautiful greens coming out right the middle here. And next week we're going to do the same thing, and pretty soon we'll have a steady harvest of celery. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace and love to everybody. Looking forward to making more videos. Subscribe so you don't miss any one of them.